What's going on, everybody? My name is Nour and today I bring you another Sunday stock watch list. So before we get into this video, hit that like button, subscribe, turn that alert on because you definitely don't want to miss this. Go to the last few videos. I've been calling this market pullback for a few weeks. I even said, is this the end of Tesla? And since then, Tesla's down $300. So I don't think you want to miss any more videos that I bring every Sunday. So subscribe, like, comment, turn that alert on so you don't miss these videos, because it could be an important one. Sometimes I might even throw a video in the middle of the week if I see something worth bringing up out of nowhere. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the schedule for this week. I'm back on my Mac, so this should be a lot easier. So the first thing we're going to talk about is screenshotting this. So if you guys want to screenshot this so you know what's going on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in the world, such as job numbers on Thursday or jobless claims at 8:30 a.m. on Thursday, then you have it. Senate also passes the 1.9 trillion COVID stimulus bill. They're also gonna try to get it through the House on Tuesday. I believe the voting is going on. So good things to note and to be aware of while you're trading this week. So this is your schedule. If you want a clearer picture, just go to my Instagram, Trade Like Nour, which is my strictly trading page. I only have 3 pages: StockHours, Trade Like Nour, and Nour Trades. Every other page is a scam and has nothing to do with me. The second thing here is Earnings Whisperer, where we basically have all the earnings or the most important earnings going on this week. If you guys want a clearer picture, go to Trade Like Nour. You have a few names here that a lot of you guys are familiar with, such as AMC. Will this be a crazy earnings for us since whatever just happened a few weeks ago with meme stocks? We'll find out. You have DocuSign, you have Skills. What else here do you guys like? Oh, Dix, Wish. Not a whole bunch of things going on here unless you like these, Oh, alright. I thought this is something else. Alright, so you don't really have anything important. Asana is cool. I'll probably be looking at that. Oracle, another stock that I'll probably be looking at. But these are the stocks that are reporting. Alta's had a few crazy moves in the past on earnings. I remember one where it dropped like $70 to $100 in a day. Ridiculous. But yeah, this is a screenshot you guys can take so you're ready for this week. If you want a clearer picture, just go to Trade Like Nour. Let's get back into the video. Let's talk about what really happened last week and all that good stuff. So last week I talked about ES's uptrend, right? We're gonna go on the 1 year and we're gonna talk about it. Alright, so we had the 1 year. I told you guys this was the March low back when Corona hit, when the markets hit a low in March due to Corona, and you guys can see we hit. We've had a simple uptrend since then. Yes, markets pulled back, but we bounced, almost every single time right off this line. But this time we ended up breaking, and I was talking about that in the last video, something that you guys need to be paying attention to because it's important. It can cause some panic selling in the market. So ES, you guys follow SPY, it would be the same thing on SPY. You can create that same uptrend on SPY. And this was very important. I was paying attention to this whole week. And that's one of the reasons we collapsed based on technicals. You also had the treasury yield. People are confused on the treasury yield. It's not how high the treasury yield is right now. It's how fast it's pushing to the upside. So people are very, I wouldn't say, on edge. They're actually pretty scared. You guys can see the panic selling in this market even on Thursday, Friday. On Friday, I came out a list with the top stocks that I'm going in long on. And I bought at the low. Is that the low? Well, we'll find out this week. But I definitely put out a great buying list. We can go over it in this video if you guys would like. I also talked about Tesla last week. Let me put this on the 5-day. Tesla, I talked about simple support. I said it's going to start with the 660 break. Guess where we have gone since the 660 break? To 539 low on Friday. If you guys watched my previous video, the video comes out on Tuesday. I made $31,000 on Friday just alone. It was a great week. The reason I love when the market's pulling back is markets take the stairs up and the elevator back, right? Or the elevator down. It'll take a couple months to get to that high level on SPY or the market high or Tesla's high, but it'll only take a week to pull all those gains back to basically where it was a couple months ago. And that's why I love it, because it's very clean plays to the downside. So we had 660 break. I talked about the Amazon 1 year chart that we had last week. Look, we had the wedge. I said this wasn't looking too hot. We hit a bearish, we broke the bearish side of the wedge to the downside, 31.65, all the way down to 28 and change, like 28.80. Amazon, I talked about BDU support last week. Every stock I talked about last week, I only talked about the downside last week. Every stock I talked about the last week hit some crazy percentages, insane percentages. So I talked about the 270 break last week on BDU. If you come here to the 270 break, you guys can see we broke down all the way down to 233. And then Shopify, I also talked about that I don't trade Shopify, so if I'm going to trade Shopify, it has to be a big move, and this was the move I was looking at. I was looking at the 1205 break. We ended up breaking 1200, 1205, 1200. I said if we broke that, we would head down to 1150. We headed a lot lower than that, 1021. So you guys can see all the things that are occurring in the market. It was pretty aggressive. Friday they bought the dip, which was very smart, because that's exactly what I expected, and that's exactly what I did. And when you're buying dips for long term, you want to scale in appropriately. You don't want to go, if you have a bankroll for long term, let's just say 100,000 that you want to invest long term, you don't go in on one day and invest 100,000. You can, but the smartest way is to scale in 25% of the bankroll, 25%, 25%, 25%, or split it up differently. So, another thing I was going to talk about, the chart here, you guys can see the support and resistances and all these patterns that are popping up. That's part of the algo. So you guys know, I told you guys can contact me for this arrow algo. The arrow algo now has the support and resistances and patterns that pop up automatically live during the day. So if any of you are wondering what's on my screen, that's what it is. So today, I won't really be talking about the stocks that I'm too interested in like last week, too direct about it, because I want to see where the market is going. I mean, I really expect us to be a little bit more chill. I don't expect too much to go on. We do have the stimulus thing going on, so that could possibly just push us up very quickly. We also have the House voting on Tuesday, so we'll see where that goes. But the first thing I'm going to talk about is the Tesla downtrend going on. You guys can see that even if I put this on the 10-day, give me a sec. Yeah, it looks crazy on my screen how many lines there are. But we still have Tesla. You know, we bounced. We haven't broke downtrend, as you guys can see this downtrend occurring. We can easily bear flag every time we've rejected. Every time we've hit this downtrend, we've just rejected and came back down. So that's something to keep your eye on. Do we break this downtrend or do we break above? Stop trying to guess. Stop trying to, you know, predict where the market's going. That's not how you'll become consistently green in the market. That's not what I do. So you want to wait and see what goes on here. Are we going to bear flag to the downside, or are we going to break right through with the stimulus news and allow things to move back higher here? Tesla below 600 it closed. It hit a low of 540. I'll see where it is on Monday and we'll go from there. So that's Tesla. The specific numbers maybe are the 610 area if we can break to the upside, and the 540 if we can break to the downside, and then we'll head a lot lower. Something I do want to talk about on Tesla is if you put this on the 4-hour, let's see if I can put this on a 1 year. So if you put this on the 1 year, you guys can see we have this downtrend, this uptrend right here. You guys can follow this gray line. Every time it's dropped to this gray line, it's pushed back up. As you can see, Friday was one of those days. So we're following a longer term uptrend on Tesla. So are we bearish fully on Tesla? No. So I told you we had a medium term bearish sentiment on Tesla when we broke that what was it? I believe it was 800 when I called it. That was medium term, or 780. I think it was 780. And then now we have this long-term uptrend that we need to be staying above and paying attention to on Tesla around this 530, 540 level that we had hit a low on Friday. So that's something that you guys want to add to your chart. That uptrend, it's a long-term uptrend on Tesla. This chart looks like a mess. I can't do anything about it. I talk about it in every video. So that's that's Tesla. Now let's go ahead and Amazon. Amazon had a crazy bounce. I like that they finished the day green. That showed me the strength and people buying the dip on Amazon. So that's definitely a positive. Now, is it done hitting the low side? Well, let's find out. We did hit a low right here of 28.80, which sets a little double bottom here from September 21st, 2020. So you guys can see we bounced off this simple low right here, this 28.90. 28.80 a few times. This was resistance 1. This came back and tested it 2, 3, and this is the 4th time. So 2900 or the 2890 level is something that I'll be paying attention to. Do we make a low on Amazon, or is this the base for Amazon? So that's something you guys need to pay attention to. That's the trend. We did break the ascending triangle, meaning it was bearish, and obviously it showed you why it was bearish. You had a break from 31.65 all the way down to 28.80. Beautiful. If you guys bought some long puts on that when I announced it, then you killed it big percentage wise. So now we're in this little channel for Amazon. This is the algo showing you guys, by the way. This isn't my lines. My lines are the blue ones, but you guys can see these dotted lines going right here. We're in this little downtrend on Amazon. I do want to see what goes on. Do we chill? I expect a chill week. Do I want a chill week? Hell no. That means we're trading in range and moves won't be clean, and it'll be just a very regular week, and it just won't be that fun. So I am expecting a chill week. So the things to look at to see if we're gonna have a chill week are, do we break out of these channels to the upside or to the downside? It doesn't really matter. We just want to get out of range so that it's not false breakouts and all that good stuff. So that's the Amazon downtrend that I'm paying attention to. And then the longer term trend that I'm looking at is, do we hold this 28.90 level, right? If we hold it, then yeah, good. We'll see where it goes near term. But if we start breaking below, then you got to look at the next level under that. 27.80 I have as support. Then the next one probably down here around 2600, 2700, 2600, and then after that you go back to these levels around 2500. That'll suck for Amazon. So these are numbers that you need to, or these trends that you need to understand and watch throughout the week. Even if you're not a long-term trader or anything like that, it's good to know what the sentiment on your stock is so that you're ready to play it either on a green day or on a red day. BDU, same thing here. We broke, but we ended up finishing green, so it showed some strength. But we're also in a trend here. Look at this trend. Downtrend, downtrend. We're playing in range now. Are we going to break out to the upside or to the downside? We do not know. We'll find out. But you need to put these on your chart so you understand where BDU can possibly go. So BDU with a nice little trend going on. If you put this on the 5-minute, you'll see how bad this drop was. 311 down to 233. Almost a $100 drop just on BDU. But it aggressively pushed off its lows on Friday. Very aggressive. Showed some strength there. But the market in general showed some strength. NQ, ES, technology stocks. The Dow finished nicely positive. They bought the dip on Friday aggressively. So I'm very happy about that because it's exactly what I expected. And it shows that the market is still responding to things in a healthy manner, where it should be bouncing and where it should be recovering at. So definitely showing some signs there. Square wasn't on my list, but I'll show you guys where I have it. We talk about the 1-year chart all the time, right? Because of the support. You guys can see it's been bouncing off this 1-year support that we have. The problem is, it looks like this candle is closed below, but my algo is showing another support right here, this uptrend from this one to here. That's 2, that's 3, and it's closed right above or right on that line. So we really find out where Square is. I'm not in Square, but if we start pushing above, I might take a long-term position on it. It also moves very nicely with Bitcoin. So if you're looking to, have some exposure with Bitcoin and crypto and all that good stuff, Square is something that you should be looking at. So Square, we've been watching this uptrend for a very long time. We even talked about it in the last video. If this got down a few weeks ago, actually back in January, I said around 200 was a great buy area. This ended up pushing from 200 to 283. So definitely a great move on Square. Now it's pulled back. If you were still in, then you definitely got a little greedy there. But for long-term wise, I will be looking at this and seeing if we do hold it around this level. But if I start seeing some bearish sentiment on Square and it's just not looking too positive, then I definitely won't be taking a position. But these are the stocks that I'm looking at. It's more of where the market is at right now that you should be more aware of, because we had such a crazy week last week. Crazy weeks don't really happen back to back, but if it does, be ready for market sentiment, know where all your trends are, and just be ready to go. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys. Peace.